This week we're going to highlight the results of USDA's Ag Outlook Forum. Then we're going to turn our attention to the history of price changes associated with the March supply-demand report from the USDA, which will be coming out on Tuesday, March 11th. Then we're going to turn our attention to Brazil, looking at the harvest progress there. Then come back and look at the unshipped sales trends here for exports in the U.S. and wrap things up with a long-term review of November soybean futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the month of March here. We're looking at a historically volatile market. Before we get into that, however, let's take a look at the USDA Ag Outlook Forum that was held last week. Let's take a look at the balance sheet from USDA. Now again, the USDA Ag Outlook Forum was held on February 27th to the 28th. Now this balance sheet is not survey-based, but it is economically based, if you will. Look at that planted acreage for 2025 here, down 3.1 million acres from last year. Now USDA is surveying producers the first 2 weeks of March here, and they will release those survey-based estimates at the end of the month on March 31st. But until then, the market's going to be looking at this as a base for 25-26. Total supply there, you can see, is just barely unchanged from last year, up a little bit. The usage is projected to be up a little bit more, 101 million bushel. Bottom line, ending stocks are down 60 million bushel. We can see, though, look at that average season average farm price. Just 3 years ago was $14.20. 2 years ago, $12.40. Projected for 25-26 to be $10. Key message: change happens and can be very fast. Let's turn our attention now to the next USDA supply-demand report that will be released on Tuesday, March 11th. Let's take a look at the history of price change associated with that report. And what this slide looks at is the price change in May soybean futures, the day that the report is released compared to the previous day. You can see over the last 10 or 11 years, we've seen a fair amount of volatility, both to the upside and to the downside. Critical message: we strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to get your positions in place prior to the release of this report. Let's shift our focus now to South America, specifically looking at where the soybean harvest is progressing in Brazil. Again, a key reminder, USDA is forecasting Brazilian soybean production this year to be up 10% from last year. Let's take a look at now. We're nationwide progress about 48%. Last year is about 47%. Let's focus in on Mato Grosso. Mato Grosso is about 82% for this year. Notice we've seen a sharp increase in that red line the last month or so here amid better weather for harvest. So it's actually slightly above where it was last year at this time. It's actually slightly below last year, but above the average. Let's now shift gears and focus on export trends here in the U.S. And what this slide looks at is the unshipped export sales book here as of late February, slightly above last year, but well below the 3 previous years here. If we only look at focus in on China here, you can see at China at 58 million bushels is a 5-year low. A lot of concern now at the moment, of course, what will happen with the imposition of tariffs, how China might respond. It remains to be seen if those bushels will eventually be shipped here for the old crop marketing year. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November bean futures. Now, November beans have backed off quite a bit here to about $10 a bushel as we tape here on Wednesday morning. Here's a critical message. We are now outside that crop insurance pricing period, that yellow bar, if you will. So that, again, underscores how important it is to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an upload. And make sure to join our ATI Pro Media team shortly before 11 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday, March 11th, for a live update regarding the USDA report. Then we'll have a detailed market analysis at 1:30 p.m. Central Time that afternoon. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.